Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another podcast. The steps towards personal power. Yeah, check it out. Now, y'all know, as I said in a recent podcast, Rom is pro-power, right? And ironically, my favorite TV show is the TV show Power on Stars, Like I said, one of my surrogate fathers was basically a real life ghost, right? And, I had that example, I had example of men in my family, I had an uncle who I said looked like Billy D. Williams, but behaved like Alonzo Harris from Training Day. Had, some ministers, of course I had some stick up kids in the family. Oh man, they had an interesting childhood. They had interesting role models and stuff, but they were all on that power tip. And that's why I really have an issue with grown men who behave like victims, because the men I was raised by and that I look to as mentors, they never had that victim mentality. In fact, the rest of society had very good reason to be scared of them. They were predators. They were apex alphas. Not just some alpha, but apex alphas. And, now I'll just say, I better not say that. Might get a knock on the door from the po-po. Anyway, right. Right, check it out. But my thing all my life has been power. That's all, and just acquiring power. Now, if a person wants to, any man listening, especially my younger guys, or maybe some guys who may be older but feel like the world is shitting on them, there's certain steps you can take to acquire power. It's basic, man. It's basic. First thing, honestly, is just pure physical power. When I say physical power, just the ability, if necessary, to break your foot off in somebody's ass. One of the biggest problems out here is a lot of men scared to walk down the street. That's why you got so many concealed carriers out here. That's why there's a big thing with guns, because a lot of people can't handle themselves physically. So that's the first thing, just being in shape, hitting the gym, or taking a martial art or something. Being able to handle yourself. Trust me, it's a big difference if you walk down the street and if somebody come at you, you can fuck their asses up, or at least let them know they've been in a fight. Because no matter who you are, you can lose. But my thing is, let that other person know that, all right, you're going to put your hands on me, there's going to be a consequence. Because I've been in fights, got my butt whipped. But as they say, you should see the other guy. Yeah, man. I remember one time I got jumped by these three dudes. So, I ain't know about stacking at the time and shit, right? And stacking is just putting everybody, like if you getting jumped, martial artists know what I'm talking about, or they should anyway. Stacking is like if three people coming at you or something, always put it in a position where you only have to fight one at a time. I mean, that means you got to move around and stuff. I didn't know that at the time. My thing was I just picked one of the dudes who was jumping on me, got him on the ground, and just beat the shit out of him. The other ones were hitting me and shit, but I had a big head, I could handle it. Like your forehead can handle a lot of pressure. Somebody hit you in the forehead. It's like, shoot, it can handle a whole lot. It's kind of a waste to me. I ain't really feel much. But that one dude, it was in his best interest. Like if you ever fighting somebody, right? If you ever got a group, just look at them, pick out one, and just try to kill them. Just try to kill one. The rest of them will think about it. Or as a friend used to joke, he's like, yeah, get out a Magnum. You got a whole bunch of people say, hey, you got a Magnum, it got 6 shots in it. It's like 20 people. Just say, hey, 12 of y'all going to die because, a 357 to do that. But anyway, get that physical thing together first. So you can physically handle yourself. That's just power right there. You got confidence right there, right? And I don't care what your size is. If you're a small statured person or you're a slim statured person, well, learn some martial arts and learn the vicious shit. Don't learn that stuff that's in a mall, strip mall or something like that. Now it's tough. You gotta find somebody who's going to actually teach you some vicious shit, but get into it. Get into like boxing or something, boxing, kickboxing, stuff like that. Practical shit, Muay Thai. I forget now how to pronounce the Israeli form. That's probably deadly as shit. I think it's called Krav Maga. Somebody let me know. Anyway, right? Deal with the physical, right? Get the knowledge. Knowledge applied is power. People say knowledge is power. A lot of people got knowledge, but knowledge applied is power. If you got knowledge, that gives you a way to navigate just the world. If you know certain things, like say you can, you got knowledge to fix your car or something like that, or you got knowledge to fix some stuff around your house, that's power. Or you got knowledge of the political situation, economic situation, knowledge. Just acquired knowledge, right? That's one thing I always do. I always want to know. I got stacks of magazines, some of which I need to throw out, which I would buy. I would pay $5 or $6-7 for a magazine if it got one article that will increase my knowledge. So and once you start applying it, knowledge of how to do a job. Knowledge is a skill. If you know how to cut hairs, that's knowledge. Shit, you know how to fix an air conditioner, that's knowledge. Especially nowadays, if you know how to fix a car, please, you keep a car running forever, right? Shoot. If you know how to deal with women, or have knowledge on how to get what you want out of people, you got knowledge of sales. That's knowledge. That's power. That gives you a better position. And one of the things you want to do with that knowledge is make money. Now, I did a video a while ago because I said, just having money doesn't make you a man. Because plenty of people got money. And you got some cowards who got money, but it don't make you a man, but you need it. Unless you have the ability to hunt in a place you can hunt and get your own food and build your own shelter. Because the thing you use money for is you use it to get you food, to pay for shelter, to make your way through the world, right? It's like, shoot, you get more choices the more money you have. Shoot, you go into a car dealership, if you got a lot of money, shoot, you get a better deal. And then in some cases, that's power because people respond to you better. Since I'm lazy about cooking at my home and like to just get out the house sometimes, when I get lunch, I hit the different restaurants around here and I tip well. Trust me, money makes people, doing that, people, I get a lot of attention. I get people trying to fight to like serve my ass. But that's a power thing. That's just a reality. If you got money, it influences people. And then you just get more options. All right? You get more options, especially if you get that money through your own business or something. You got more options. You got time. You got control over your time. So that's a power thing. Right? And it's like when I deal with people, like one of the things too, with having money, like I said, it really is just an option. I was about to get deeper with it, but you ain't ready for that. So that's it. And then there's sexual power. See, people talk about, the one thing all these guys talk about, who got like multiple women, they got sexual power. That power gives them a choice. It gives them options. You want to have that. If you're looking for a mate, you want the option. You want the option of going beyond that, but beyond that water buffalo with a bad disposition. The more you increase, it's like people talk about sexual market value, but they use money. No, that's not your real market value. That's not your real sexual power. That's just money. That can be taken away, and then you're always going to run into that one woman or few women who your money doesn't make a difference to. But real sexual power is if you can put on a tank top and some gray sweatpants, had some cheap shoes from like Walmart or something, and still go out there and get pussy. That's power. That's power. It's not dependent on money. It's not dependent on your knowledge. It is somewhat dependent on your physical, though. So that's power right there. That power of options, the power to say no, the power to walk away from some pussy, or the power to say, I want this woman, I want this woman, and the power to get it. That's sexual power right there. That's what, if you look at all of my books, even my coaching or whatever I'm talking about, even stuff on here, is about power. You know, that's why I can't get behind that victim thing, because I was raised from childhood to see things in terms of acquiring power. You know? So, I mean, even I've met some women, they even saw that. They just say, you do it. Like the way I walk, women have told me, they can tell how I walk, because I got a very distinct walk. Because I walk like I own shit. You know? And that's, and just to say, I know some people probably saw that video I did about that whole victim mentality. That's why I can't get with it. That's why I cannot get with that whole thing. I was raised to be a predator, not prey. So that's just a personal thing. But anybody who wants that, man, just those 4 basic things, man. Trust me, you work on those 4 basic ass things. See, sometimes people might just work on the money, but then like the sexual power, like the physical power, and really don't have knowledge beyond what they need to make money. That don't quite work. Or they get the knowledge. There's a whole lot of cats who got knowledge. They got a lot of knowledge. But physically, sexually, even money-wise, they ain't doing it. And then there's just some sad people out there don't got none of the 4. But I'll put it like this. You increase your power. It's not even just about getting women. I know a lot of dudes listen to me about getting women, but it's just about navigating life. Like right now, I just had the power to live where I feel like living. Right? That option. But, I'm choosing to live close to my sons. All right? And it might even get to the point, I'm working to get to the point of money that if I had to move my ex and the sons to someplace I want to go, which actually I could do now. And I might do that, but I like the school system around here. So, but that's a future option. And I can do that. So that's what it's all about, personal power. So I'm just gonna say it again, and I said this. I said this when I talked about that embracing victimhood video. You rolling with me, you trying to acquire power. Let's just be real. Like, if you just listen to me just for some game, just to get some women, that's a waste of time. Because once you start getting, I'm gonna tell you what. Once you start getting women, you realize, damn, I just want quality. And then once you get quality, you be like, damn, all right, what else is there? You want to navigate life. You want life on your terms, because that's what it's all about. That's what all of this is about, being able to live life on your terms. All right? That's one thing I can honestly say I have now. Everything I got is my decision. Every choice, what I drive, where I live, everything. Because I always have an option. I got options with every single thing. So that's what I want other men to get to, and to have that mindset. So anyway, right? That's it for today. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace and blessings.